All right. Let's do this. Now, I don't think I did any items or anything last time I was in town. And I know this snowflake needs a lot. I also know there was something I was thinking about purchasing here. Well, no, I'm only missing chess piece. Was it on... Oh, okay, it looks like I got it. Okay. I would not mind grabbing an Algox Warhammer for Snowflake. Okay, that's an option. What else is there for Snowflake? Oh, but it would get rid of my net. Oh, but I could just straight sell my net. Okay, let's do that. Like, weighted net is a good item, but I feel like Algox Warhammer is better. And then I can still craft some stuff. So Simple Charm wouldn't be horrible, but maybe I want the metal for something else. Dancing Slippers are interesting. They're not the best, but yeah, let's go ahead and pick them up. The nice part about Dancing Slippers is I can like place hazards and then get hit and use Dancing Slippers to position myself to push and pull through the hazard that I just placed. Heavy Sword, can I pick up the Heavy Sword on... Okay, so I have a Protective Scepter that I could get a Heavy Sword over. But I probably want the Protective Scepter over a Heavy Sword. Back to Snowflake. So no chest and no helmet slot yet. Chain armor, no. My hands are done. My boots are done. Okay, so I'll just pick up a Simple Charm because I might as well have something. Not super likely to do anything, but... Okay. Some items are better than none. I picked up an Axe Nut in that last level. So, Axe Nut, Rock Root. What does that give me? Is that Warding Potion? Part of me wants to wait until I have Arrow Vine. Let's just make it. Oh, Glancing Potion, Glancing Potion. Okay. Not bad. Where do we want to put this? I mean, that really feels like a Deathwalker item, right? It's got to be either Deathwalker or Geminate, and Deathwalker feels like a pretty good place for it. Okay. Wish we had more herbs, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what we need to retire. Here, I know it's just gaining experience. 31 experience for Bone to go. 3 more herbs. Arrowvine, Axe Nut, Corpse Cap, Flame Fruit. Eight lumber tokens. And experience 7 more buildings. So where can we go? Frozen Crypt, the edge of the world. Let's look for herbs that we needed, and I think that these are some herbs we could use. Now, I believe my difficulty is going up, which is not something I'm in love with. I think the last run that I did the library. So I guess we'll go for the Rusted Tunnels. I know this can be a really hard level, though. I don't know if we'll be able to make it work, but possibly. It's not the greatest place for Snowflake to go. I can't remember if it's kill all enemies. I don't think it is. I just don't really like the herbs that are here. No sled for the factory. Let's do Frozen Crypt. This is a fun one, generally.
Just outside Frost.
Ooh, I think everybody but Snowflake can donate. And I'll take it. Is it 1 or 2 blesses?
Drop a few coins
1 bless. That's fine. Did I put in... No. Okay, so Rotting Multitude gets added. We'll have to drop something. Exploding Corpse is probably not very good anymore. Solid Bones will help all my skeletons get through the door. We need Decaying Will. Yeah, we need Decaying Will, because there's Retaliate in both rooms with Elite Ice Wraiths and Elite Frozen Corpses. And then this is a good level for Command the Wretched, but okay, 1 card to drop. It might just be drop a skeleton, because I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I'm adding Rotting Multitude. So let's drop Life and Death. And that's fine. Did I level up here? I think I did. And I went... Yeah, I took the other level 4, Luminous Descent. So we really want to be able to set Light. And we can get Light with Changeling's Boon. Or it's probably... I'd probably rather lose a ranged card. So let's bring Harvest the Essence to get the Light to activate Luminous Descent. So I need to drop 2 ranged cards here. I like Mind Spike. We can drop Scarab Flight. It's not that much damage output. I like Mind Spike. I like Selfless Offering. I like Into My Embrace. We can drop Reshape the Guise. Yeah, it's good for healing, but Luminous Descent is now a healing card. And this is a really good healing card if I have Harvest the Essence up. So I might play that turn 1. That also gives me the ability to steal the ice from Ice Wraith, which I think is going to be really important. Yeah, this lets me steal the ice from everybody and just turn it into light. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's going to be really good for this level. Oh, we have Birds in the Tempest. Oh, we are online. Okay, I did not realize I was level 2. Okay. A card to drop. Blizzard is not all that good here until the end of the level. Maybe the Snow Fox can go. Do I need Wind for anything? Not really. So yeah, we just do that. Yeah, Cold Therapy, I can at least steal their element. But that's probably mostly Geminate's job. So I think I'd rather have the Snow Fox than Cold Therapy. And then did I level up here? I believe I did. Did I take Medium? No, I took Pulled Across. Okay. That's going to be really helpful here. I probably also want Wave of Anguish and Lingering Rot. Want every single card. Fleeting Dusk is good. Ritual Sacrifice is really good. And Restless Spirits. Fluid Night could go. I've pulled across now. Although the point of Fluid Night is that I can play Fleeting Dusk to get Shadows back. Or the point of taking Fleeting Dusk is that I can play Fluid Night. I just don't have group shadow movement at all. But maybe I don't need it. The question is, how am I going to kill the altar in the second room? And that's a pretty good question. It's a really good question, because I want every single one of these cards. I guess I can drop Sunless Apparition. And I could drop Forceful Spirits, but then I have no teleports. And that feels wrong. I guess Fluid Knight, if I want to eat shadows, I'm just doing it with Restless Spirits. Something about that doesn't feel right. But that's everybody. Never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy except through force movement. That feels good. Kill an enemy and open a door. There's only one door. Be the first to kill a monster. Kill an enemy not adjacent to you while you're adjacent to another enemy. We can go Shirker. 7 or fewer experience points, probably not. Kill an enemy and loot the loot bag it drops. Perform 2 actions with losses in the same turn. Okay. And Wallflower or Daredevil. We'll go kill an enemy with 2 or more negative conditions. Feels possible. It feels possible. The beginning of this scenario is always terrifying. Now, I do have the Boneshaper perk for 1 free skeleton. That does help. That does help because now with 4 monsters, because of the way they're spread out, they shouldn't all focus one guy. And the fact that I have a skeleton means that like there are 3 that will be focusing. Unless the skeleton could magically survive. We still haven't been able to get a copy of Warden's Robes, though.
They are coming.
Oh, 21 health. 21 health, okay. This is painful. I mean, I basically have to start with Solid Bones for 1 Pierce and Decaying Will for Ignore Retaliate. And I just don't really have a choice. This also looks like I really, really, really want to try to set up a White Winds. Because I just picked up this Algox Warhammer, and if I could hit all 4 of them, I could get 4 stuns on, like, turn 2, which seems pretty good. Now, since we've delayed this level a little bit, I actually am to the point where I'm not, like, nothing when it comes to tankiness on Gem. I mean, I've got 13 health. I don't have any disadvantages. So we'll get the 1 skeleton. I want to get this Harvest the Essence up so that I can steal their ice that they'll be generating. And so I might as well go before them. And that'll give me a ward. I'll get the ward I switch already, so I don't need to play Selfless Offering. I would just like to go before them. So maybe Selfless Offering is the way to go. Then I'm thinking... So with Selfless Offering, I can move up to here to position accordingly. I'll have the ward, and I'm thinking I go late. I move in and position enemies, and get my wind, and get White Wind set up, hopefully. But maybe I need Enticing Breezes bottom. Blizzard seems fine. Then here, I just make a bunch of shadows. And then next turn, I could move to go invisible, attack with Ritual Sacrifice. And I mean, that's it. We just have to see what they're going to be doing. There is definitely an argument for making my shadows at 34 because I could give a shield to Geminate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. It's a very scary start. But I think if we can just get to turn 3 and have a couple skeletons out with solid bones plus decaying will, a bunch of shadows out, I'll feel good. 16 standstill. Okay. So there's definite upside here. And that's not, we're not just straight dead. It also means that this skeleton's going to get to be alive, and so I can just put him here. And he'll just move up and attack next turn with his move 3. So that's not too bad. Oh, never mind. They're fast at 16. Then I'm just going to put the skeleton here. Or does it matter which one of them's first? Yeah, it does matter. Well, okay. The skeleton survives it. That's fine. I won't undo then. Hey, Viral. Okay, so I can now steal their elements to make light, which helps Luminous Descent. Unfortunately, boots don't get me on top of anything because I am switching to melee here. But I'll just move in. And we lost our skeleton, but we do get to get all of our buffs up, so now any skeletons we have will be alive. And I have double protective scepter. I'm also going into melee mode. What? Oh, dang it. Well, that's not actually the worst. I definitely did not mean to play Forceful Spirits. I always mess these cards up because their initiative is so similar. I meant to play Fleeting Dusk. They both start with F, and they're like 34, 36 initiative. And this card has the symbol of a shadow. I meant to make a shadow, but it's actually a little bit better this way. So I'll take it. And now, where do I go with... Maybe I just... Let's just attack this guy and push him all the way back. Yeah, I mean, I get 2 damage on him. It could be worse. Okay, so we're in there now. I could Strength of the Abyss. It's kind of late. Because I want to be playing it with going invisible. I don't have my shadows in position for a ritual sacrifice. So that feels kind of dumb to do. But I can just... Let's just attack 3 curse. Because I don't necessarily want to eat a shadow with Restless Spirits this early. I can attack 3 curse. We'll get the curse in their deck. And I'll go invisible with Pulled Across. And then that gives me options for what to do next turn. If I want to like move shadows and Ritual Sacrifice, go late and make a shadow and Ritual Sacrifice, go late and make a shadow and Shadow Step, and next turn Ritual Sacrifice plus Black Barrage, gives me options. I think here it's definitely... Ooh, do I want to get the Unearthed Horror? He has higher base damage, but he doesn't have Pierce into these elites. So if I could summon him where I know he's hitting... Or the elites have the Retaliate. If I could know my Unearthed Horror is hitting the Retaliate guys, that's pretty good. And he will always focus them if it's equal distance, since the Retaliate guys are the elites. So I think I'll just play that with some move. I'll just do that. And then next turn is maybe like... Or... I could Rotting Multitude plus Grave Digging. Yes. I can Rotting Multitude plus Grave Digging. I don't have the health for that, though. So we need to get some of these rolling heals out. And a health potion would be really nice. But this costs 6. I guess just Rotting Multitude is fine. I was thinking I summon 3 guys this turn, and then next turn I can play Birds and a Tempest. Plus, I have Solid Bones out, so they would have move 5 jump, and they would just all get in position and go crazy. But maybe it's just move closer and summon 2. I just wish I had a late move card, so I should have kept Return Servant and played the Damned Horde summon. Because I really don't want to play one of my faster cards. We're probably just moving 2 anyway. Let's do it with Wrath of the Turned Earth. Now, this is awkward. I want to keep White Winds. I want to keep the Wind. Okay, I can get Wind again with the Snow Fox. I could just go Snow Fox Enticing Breeze, and I can pull them somewhat together for a potential formation next turn. Then, if anybody's tanking, I want it to be Gem. I don't hate move 1, shield 1. And that can be move 2, shield 1, reckless jab. With my boots. And that won't switch me or anything. I think I like that. Just go ahead and disarm this guy. Okay, we'll go there. Standing still again. Okay, well, pushing that guy back worked out. But now these guys are not where I want them to be. So I think rather than moving here and getting the shield, I move up here, and these elites just don't get to target. And this guy won't get to target. And I'll just increase my damage and wound. Feels worth it. And now it's just this guy hitting Gem. That is ugly. Why is that so low resolution? We turn the dark into light. And then here I just have attack 3 curse. And I'm just going to move this way a little bit. Do I want to get on top of this guy, actually, maybe? Let's get on top of this guy. +2, but we're warded. And then now I'm just moving into and making these 2 guys. Okay, now we really need to get some attacks. So I could pull this guy over here, but that's who I need Snowflake to be hitting. Man, these guys really are not grouped up in any way. I guess I'll just try to do some burst damage here. No. No, I did not. I also don't even know if I want to pull. Maybe getting him right here is fine. He's still next to Geminate, and this skeleton can just run there. Or I can make him run here. What am I looking at for next turn on Snowflake? I could heal somebody. It's really not going to be super amazing, because I'm not going to commit a White Winds that would only hit 2. I'm just going to stay up here so I stay in position, and I'm probably just healing up Boneshaper. I can just white out plus Snowball. My skeletons have moved 3, and they have Pierce 1, so they'll get to hit here. We have the Dark, so we just go fast, and we critical failure, and we get 4 attacks into this guy. I Ritual Sacrifice and Black Barrage. I'll have to take 1 hit from this guy, but I get to have 3 shadows on him, so it's attack 6. Base attack 6. Or I could hold him here for a second. Yeah, why don't I Fleeting Dusk and Strength of the Abyss? And then next turn I can move my shadows and it'll be an attack 7. And then on Gem, I don't have any shields anymore. Oh, but I can go faster than Boneshaper and I can poison this guy. That's good. And it feels like it's about time to switch. We could use the light for a double heal next turn. Potentially. Hi, Ken. Okay, going late and hitting hard. This is kind of good because the elites are just going to hit my skeletons. They're going to have gotten turns out. They'll take attack 6s. I don't hate it. And since they're late, I might just kill this Ice Wraith. I kind of doubt it, but it would be nice. Attack with poison. The problem is, like, who is my damage dealer here? Maybe I really need this Mandible Storm to be getting good damage. Like, not like that. Alright. We get to turn this light into light. Alright, skeletons. Big turn here, big turn here. Don't need a Horn of Command. They'll both hit. Good. Rolling heals are exactly what we want to see. You just did this scenario with almost the exact same team, except not Geminate. You had a Banner Spear. You did it on Veteran. So one difficulty above normal. This is a really hard one. This first room is really, really scary. I mean, they stood still for me twice on turn 1, which was kind of good. Ooh, kill my summon for +4. I get 3 extra damage, but I would have to take an attack 6 somewhere. 1, 2. I think I'm going to keep the summon alive. I want him to take the attack 6. Yeah, maybe that's wrong, because this guy survived on exactly 3 health. And if I kill the summon... Let's see. Which one of these guys is first? Okay, this guy's first, so he comes and hits skeleton. This guy comes and hits skeleton. Is anybody else attacking right here? No. I think I made the wrong call, but given that I saw another modifier, I don't want to go back and change it. And I don't get anything out of moving a summon for 2. Actually, if I move here and I move this summon here, then this guy will target Geminate, and I keep my skeleton alive. I could also throw a shield here. He only survives if it's -2, and he would still be wounded. But Boneshaper can get the heal, and we're keeping 1 skeleton alive, which feels pretty good. The title is sacrilegious. Because I don't want to call the Silent Knife, or because I said something positive about Boneshaper. You got decent use out of you spend dice, and every time you push, they suffer damage. It added up with the shields. I think I've only ever tried that card 1 time, but I was disappointed in it. Oh, what a nice bless. What a nice bless. What was that attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack 10 bless? I will take that any day of the week. So, 1... Ah, dang. But since I'm not invisible, this guy's going to back off now. Because he can stand here, right? Yeah. So I can't move my shadows and hit him this next turn. I wish I could, like, muddle him. Maybe I want to get back my Strength of the Abyss. I could move my shadows and hit him with Shadow Step. Oh, I can move shadows for 1 with Wave of Anguish, and I can step. So he goes here, I go here, I get 1 shadow, 1 shadow. Okay, so I'll have an attack for 5. It's alright. I need to not get crit. I'm still a Boneshaper hater. Well, I've never been a Boneshaper hater. I just don't think it's just not, like, the strongest character. I knew I was getting hit here twice. Why did I not... Why did I not throw the shield? Would I have survived? Yeah, I would survive on 1 if I had thrown the shield. It's okay. We'll use this Boneshaper perk. It means I lose my regenerate, which hurts. Miss on Deathwalker's nice. How did this guy get muddled? Oh, because I'm standing in a shadow, so he has disadvantage. Okay, cool. So I move these shadows, and I have a base attack 7. I go as fast as I can. Skeleton will go in and hit this elite, and then he'll tank for me. So I just want to get another skeleton out. Let's get the Unearthed Horror out, and maybe it can survive. So yeah, let's just go fast and get the Unearthed Horror. I can double heal. Okay, so we need a heal fast from Snowflake into Geminate at 11. And then I just grant an attack 3. I could give it to a skeleton who gets Pierce 1 added to it. That's actually not that bad. Geminate is stuck here. I could hit this guy, but he would retaliate on me. So I've got to just go for a Luminous Descent to target heal. The problem is that nobody has taken damage. With Bone, you want to experiment the card with whenever they draw a curse, the skeleton gets to attack. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, if you have a whole party that goes heavily into curses, and if you have the level 8 summon the Bone Ball, the way the critical failure works is your summon uses their base attack. So your Bone Ball, if it's fully stacked, has a base attack 8, and then every time they draw the miss on it, he gets a base attack 8. But then as he gets hit, like, the base attack goes down on it. I threw together a party one time on Tabletop Simulator that went into it. And I was using Kelp and Deathwalker to put a lot of curses in their deck. Along with Boneshaper. Okay, this is going to give me Leaf, and so next turn I can get a heal 4 into Gem with Fell Remedy, and no, it doesn't look like I'll have Dark. It does not seem like I have any good turn for Geminate here. I could just go late and heal. I go late and give off a 2-target heal. The only problem is I want to go faster than some of their nasty Consume Ice cards. So I can't outspeed their 13. Do you have boots? No. I can't outspeed their 13, so they would get that ice no matter what. I need to outspeed their 59. Because I don't want them to go invisible, Strengthen, and Bless Self. So we'll go at 50. And we'll go for a double target heal. I get targeted by this guy. Potentially. But maybe Skeleton can tank. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, 44. That's annoying. So I heal Gem. But Gem cannot get out. And then the thing that does the most damage... Oh. The thing that does the most damage is this skeleton. So I send him here. He gets a rolling Boneshaper heal and sets either element for me. We'll set the Dark. And now Deathwalker gets to move shadows. And this is a nice attack 7 with advantage. Okay. Do I need to... This guy's going to remove his wound. I'm going to Stamina Potion to get back Strength of the Abyss. And I can go at 19, and I can hit it with Strength of the Abyss next turn. And I think I throw this shield here. It's an attack for 5. Unless my skeleton could live. Skeleton living would be huge, but I can't get the protective scepter over there. Okay, here's what we do. We'll Horn of Command this summon to right here. And he attacks. And now... this guy is first. And so he will hit Snowflake. So I can put my Lost Summon right here. I can shield Snowflake. And now Snowflake survives everything except for... crit. And moving doesn't really get me anything. I'm going slow next turn on Boneshaper, right? Oh, I can go at 30. I can go at 30, and since we got the +2 dark, I have a nice heal 6. And so now this goes into Snowflake, who survives the +1. I have Dancing Slippers, but I don't need them for anything right here. This guy kills Skeleton. He misses Skeleton. Huge. This guy just does some damage to Deathwalker, who's standing in her own shadow, so it's disadvantage. And then now I have the light with this Luminous Descent, and I can double heal. Honestly, Boneshaper doesn't need it. Deathwalker getting healed makes more sense, I think. Oh, and this makes a new element for me. Well, I don't really want light. And I can move. I could poison myself to switch to melee. Melee is nice because I could do like a drag down or an Icebound Quills or something, but it might be that ranged is better just because, I mean, I can't survive this Retaliate. So I run this way and I can hit that guy in this range mode. Yeah, I could just double target him. And we take their ice away. Hey, hero. It's Boneshaper Carries with a question mark, right? I'm pretty sure there's a question mark. Yeah, there's a question mark. So you can interpret it however you'd like. All right, I have a heal 6 here, so that goes into Geminate, and I can boots to go down at 20. So they could get 16, and I would be sad. And then I guess I'm playing a bottom, so I'll play Grave Digging so that I can get another summon out. Or do I want Damned Horde for a curse? I need more damage. I would love to put... Oh, it's 2 curses. It's 2 curses. In that vein, I think I can just go at 50 here. It does put another curse in Deathwalker's deck, which I hate. I have this Glancing Potion, but we have a little bit of advantage. They also could be later than me, which would be nice. I can double target down here. I mostly just want to go fast so that I can get away. The only problem is that since it's 16... Yeah, no, I go later than Boneshaper, so the skeletons would be the focus. And finally... I can strengthen somebody. $95. Good. Good. That means these guys are going to go range, which is interesting and not bad. So let's strengthen Gem. And then I'm thinking I may just like move on towards the next room. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that, but... Rolling heal, miss. Like, it could be worse. That was my base attack 3. No curses left in my deck, though, and now 2 curses in theirs. That feels amazing. And double element, heal for 6. That feels amazing. Oh, now what doesn't feel amazing... Okay, it's an attack for 3. There's going to be an attack for 3 going into my elite skeleton. We're advantaged on this. Nice crit. A nice crit. Okay, now I feel confident that Deathwalker is going to pick up the kill. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, wait, no. I have this glancing potion, so maybe I should. It's a base attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it only base attack 5 with Strength of the Abyss? Base attack 5 into shield 2. Okay, so that will kill. And so the question is, where are these guys going to be? And I do not know what the answer is. It's probably step back and shoot and step back and shoot. I now have enough health that I can afford to go for a... Oh, I don't have Mandible Storm. Well, these guys are both going to be in ranged mode. So I think I actually just stay here. Icebound Quills seems pretty decent to play here. Is there a bottom I would want to play with it? I could go Reckless Jab for a stun. Ooh, Venomous Barbs. I can't Stamina Potion back Venomous Barbs, though. I could Stamina Potion back Reckless Jab. Can't Stamina Potion Mandible Storm. That would be amazing. Okay. No Stamina Potion. And we'll just turn the light into light. It's fine to leave ice as ice because they are not using it this turn. And I can go at 14 and consume the ice next turn. And it'll get me extra pierce into their shields. This always kills. Okay. Unfortunately, we do use the glancing potion. And I get to move all my shadows 1. It's not much, but it might end up mattering. Oh. Okay, well, my Lost Summon didn't get targeted. Okay, I can make a 5th shadow and attack for 3. Yeah, I think I just do the Icebound Quills loss. If it misses, I'll feel really dumb. Do I have enough health everywhere that I can long rest? I think I do. The damage should be spread out. Okay. Well, now them having the shield is... Having the ice is annoying. Make my last shadow, get my attack for 3 in before they get shield. Alright, it's fine. It's better to get those curses out now than draw them in the second room. But now that means no Icebound Quills loss, so I probably back off so that I can long rest. I back in so that I can long rest. Maybe I'll draw a curse. No, I wasted my crit. I could have played the Icebound Quills loss. Let's just turn this into light. We're not going to use ice next turn. Because next turn, it's Geminate and Snowflake Nap. Okay, that was me putting a curse in their deck. Oh, no, they're immune to curse. We got up to monster level 6, and now they're immune to curse. So I didn't put... Man, that's 4 curses that I thought I put in their deck that I didn't. Painful. Yeah, given that I can ignore... Okay, so we don't need Damned Horde at all anymore then. Given that I can ignore Retaliate, I really want them to switch back into Retaliate mode. Because this shield is just not something that I can deal with. Let's get the Rotting Multitude out. And we'll do it slowly. And maybe I'm just putting Return Servant in the discard so that I can grave digging and get it out. I can rest. I can rest. And unfortunately, this is a low-level Snowflake who is just not doing all that much right now. A heal into Geminate. Ice Wraith are always single target, so it'll be Deathwalker that's getting hit, and Deathwalker has disadvantage, so that's good. So maybe I do just want to like double heal Gem and start getting its health up. Hasty Assault seems fine. They'll target Snowflake. I'm okay with curses in Snowflake. Good. Shadow dodge the crit. This guy does not have the pierce, unfortunately. Dang it. Alright, 2 skeletons out. And Deathwalker for the high base damages. Probably drop Call to the Abyss. Or Black Barrage, if I just want to give up on ever-moving shadows, but then Ritual Sacrifice kind of sucks. I have enough shadows out that I don't need Call to the Abyss. Yeah. Okay, I'll just move this here, and I get really good damage on this guy next turn. Really, really good damage. And only 1 Geminate loss here is probably a mistake. It's got to be a drop a melee card. We probably need Venomous Barb's Poison. So I like all those melee cards. Drop Selfless Offering. Dragonfly Surge gives me the Pierce too, but... yeah, I like the top loss, especially because I can have light extremely easily. Wow. Alright, Selfless Offering. Let's take their ice away. I don't want them to get bonus shield. My regular skeletons have Pierce, but my Loss level 2 summon doesn't have Pierce. He just has the Ignore Retaliate. So these guys will have Pierce. Pierce 1. And I think, yeah, I go fast so that I can always get my guys attacking. And, okay, I want Dark. I didn't want to play a Setting Dark bottom. I guess it's fine. I wanted to play Restless Spirits to make one guy suffer 3, but I can set Dark with my bottom so that critical failure, I can get attacks out of both. And I go at 26, because then I can boots down to 16 and still be after Deathwalker and before all of their... yeah, I can tie their fastest attack card. Oh, and they can't play their 13. Okay, yeah. That works out really well. If Deathwalker is hitting hard, maybe I'll just strengthen it. Put a hazard here and strengthen it. I would like to get hazards over by this door to help with the next room. But maybe that's a future problem. And then here, once again, I would love to go faster than Deathwalker. I'm going at 17. Deathwalker could go at 23. That would solve a lot of things. And I'm attacking with poison, and I would kind of like to not switch, so maybe Reckless Jab. Can I go at 23? Yeah, let's go at 23. And that kind of just works perfectly everywhere. Strengthen over there, and I guess Snowflake just heals itself. And Geminate attacks with poison. I'm going to save my daggers, because this guy's going to be taking a lot more damage. And so I'm going to save my daggers to use on the other guy, because that's the one that's going to be harder to kill. Miss, okay, great. I have Regenerate. Am I getting targeted? I guess I am getting targeted by this one. He's disarmed. We'll take their ice. Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking their ice. Snowflake made that ice. Bad Snowflake. Get an ice attack 7 here. We're already strengthened. I can wound. Yeah, I can wound on Deathwalker. That's worth. Beautiful, Deathwalker. You never let me down. Speaking of never letting me down. Snowflake kind of let me down a little bit here. I could have played Birds in a Tempest. Well, I guess I'm going to walk into this hazard. Oh, the hazards are dealing 4 damage. It's still bugged. Hazards are only supposed to be 3 at this level. I had to... Wait, no, I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that, because this card still can make me go invisible. We're going to Horn of Command to make this guy go over there. But we're undoing, because I don't have to walk into that hazard. I can just go invisible to set the dark. I was thinking I had to take a step, but I don't have to do that, because invisibility is an action. And now this guy we don't Horn of Command, but this guy we do, because the other guy can't reach over here. And he should still draw that crit. Boom, diggity. Okay, and now we have critical failure. So I think I'll do both of these attacks over here. Boneshaper is so strong once you can get up and rolling. Oh. Okay. It's going to be a disadvantaged attack 4. I don't think there's going to be another time where I'd rather use my Protective Scepter. So let's throw it here, because this is my lost summon. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I want Geminate to get over here and just melee attack and wound. And it might just be an attack for 2. And I'm just going to have to be okay with that. I like Drag Down just because I could force a disadvantage. I would love it even more if he could be dead, but I don't think that is a thing. Now, I would love to get this Raging Corpse summon out. Oh, and I can move him out with Flow of the Black River. Duh. Okay, so we'll Wrath of the Turned Earth, grant a bonus attack. Maybe we'll kill, but that doesn't feel likely. I can Crosswinds and grant a bonus attack into Shambling Skeleton since he has the Pierce. And that might be enough to get the kill. And then over here, oh, Restless Spirits, throw 3 damage over there, and that should be enough to pick up the kill. And we will just... I mean, I just need to tap this guy. But I might as well hit him hard. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. I think we're picking up the kills here. So Snowflake, let's Birds in a Tempest, because now Crosswinds, I can get this guy all the way over here, which is really good. And now all my summons hit this guy. And I think he's just going to go down. totally cool with drawing out my curses here and not drawing them in the next room. And now we need a +2 to kill. So close. Alright, but I get to move Boneshaper to the next room. And I get to move this guy out of the way to the next room. Deathwalker gets to pick up the kill. I'm going to Spyglass. I'm going to Long Rest before we go in the next room anyway, I think. And now I could just move a Shadow for 4, or I could go and kill. I do get a chance to attack with Geminate, who would need a +1 to kill. No, I don't. No, I don't. So I just move this Shadow for 4. Actually, maybe just moving for 2 would be better. Do I want to switch? Yes, because if I don't switch now, I could muddle myself to switch next turn. But honestly, am I getting anything out of that? I don't think so. So I'll move and switch, and I will attack with Wound Dagger. I saved this from before. Okay, we got the +1 anyway. But I saved the Wound Dagger before so that I could use it on that guy. Yeah, I'm definitely long resting everybody before I go through. Fel Remedy myself for a heal for 1 and summon a Grave Digging for 1 health. Normally, I would be really afraid to get through this door, but now I have Birds in a Tempest and I have Solid Bones, so actually, my summons are going to get through just fine. I might even summon 1 health guy and move Boneshaper down just to get her out of the way. I'm just going to stall a turn. And I can move and move shadows. I've got enough shadows I don't need to Fleeting Dusk, so I'll just lose that card right now. Yeah, move and move shadows, then move shadows and move top with Shadow Step. And here I can Luminous Descent and heal 2 people. So Boneshaper and my Lost Summon. Excellent. Really nice. And then it's just about nap time. I do not want any skeletons to move, because I'm just going to summon this guy right here. Take my 1 damage and move here. And now Deathwalker. Okay, now the big problem is I don't have a lot of shadow movement, and I would love to get a shadow across the room to start hitting the altar with Strength in the Abyss. It's a little bit of a traffic jam, but it's not nearly as bad as it looks, I think. Oh, that is not the target I wanted to heal. I meant to heal Boneshaper. It is definitely more important to heal than Snowflake. No offense, Snowflake. Okay. Now we long rest. I think I'm long resting everyone. Is there a Geminate card I don't mind losing? I could drop Venomous Barbs. The poison is kind of nice. But other than that, it's not that good. And here I can move all shadows too. I think is worth it. But I long rest everybody else, and then I think I'm going this turn. So we have to drop... Do we drop a skeleton? I've got so many out, it feels weird to play another one. I could drop Fel Remedy, but it's also one of my faster cards. The problem with dropping a skeleton is it's my move 4, but I have a move 3 with malicious conversion. I think that's the play. And now, Snowflake, I want to move a lot. I don't feel the need for Enticing Breeze. And I drop Venomous Barbs. Okay. So I want to get a couple characters in, like, all the way. We'll make light. So I'm going to long rest Deathwalker. This is going to let me move a shadow for 3. I'm going to, I think, play Birds in a Tempest, maybe with Lifting Gust. That's going to give me move in 3 and push something really far away. And then I'm going to play a lot of move with Firefly Swarm. And maybe I actually even want to play that decently fast. Oh, wait. No. I want to activate Hornbeetle Carapace. Oh, and I wish I had done this the previous turn. It's okay. We'll just hit the altar without Hornbeetle Carapace. I should be able to get close enough that next turn I can reach in melee mode. And then I'll have Gem on the altar, and the Frozen Corpses will be grouping up on Gem. We go just extremely late, and my skeletons will be running in, and I think I run in with them. Now, the only thing is I could short rest here. No, this seems fine. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. Okay. Let's short rest. Ritual Sacrifice is fine to lose. It is a really fast card that has a really good attack on it, but I really don't want to lose Strength of the Abyss. Honestly, Wave of Anguish would be fine. Pulled Across would be okay. Strength of the Abyss would be bad. Fleeting Dusk would be bad. Black Barrage would be bad. Yeah, this is fine. It's going to be really hard for me to get shadows in position. Now I can go relatively late and move 8 and make a loss shadow. Because I think the most important thing for me is going to be destroying the altar quickly. And so playing a loss for that is worth it. Wow, that is scarier than I remembered.
Simple underground pit appears now to be something more purposefully constructed.
Yeah, they can't be hurt, but they can be targeted. And that them blocking the door is why I decided to go fast on Geminate instead of slow, because Geminate's going to go in and force them to group up like around over here. So I'm kind of thinking I melee attack this guy and stun him. Maybe it makes more sense to save that. It just really sucks that both of these guys would get to hit me. I take Retaliate, which I really don't like. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get to here on Geminate, and then Geminate tanks 3. I'm going to save the Stunning Hammer. Oh, wait. But in that case, I might as well attack here to get the wind. I get nothing out of the attack, but I could have also drawn my rolling heal and wards. Which I didn't, but I got the wind. And now I can go here. This guy has move 2, 1, 2. This guy has 2, move 1, 2. And so I only get targeted by this guy. I switch to melee mode. The altar has 36 health. That's way too much. Yeah, I don't think I can do this. Let's just make light. Scary. So we take 2 attack 6s. Please do not crit. Okay, +1 is fine. Ooh, and I can run away? I think that's worth it. Now, Deathwalker has a gigantic move in. Lose one of these shadows, but that's fine. Now, I want them to group up around Gem. Because if they do group up all the way on Gem, then that can set me up for a really nice Fleeting Dusk with the shadow that I just created, where I get attacks with wounds onto all of them. Am I moving Boneshaper in, or am I keeping Boneshaper out here? Let's activate Wrath of the Turned Earth to keep skeletons alive, because we've got 4 of them. And now I could short rest to get Birds in a Tempest back. I don't want to lose Lifting Gust, though. I'm going to restart round, because I undid a couple times last turn, so it's getting laggy. So, I think the way I win is I move Snowflake all the way back to the beginning, and I make just a long road of hazards that they have to walk through to get back to Snowflake. I destroy the altar with everybody else, and Deathwalker wounds all of the frozen corpses, and then they just chase after Snowflake and die. And that sounds like a pretty viable plan to me. So, I mean, I just place a hazard here, and none of these guys ever focus in here. I just want to get them grouped up. This skeleton's actually going to reach the altar, which is nice. I don't see any reason to do anything other than going fast, moving 2, and hitting the altar for 6. I guess I don't have to go that fast. I can do it Wave of Anguish, and then I can position my shadows. Maybe I want to save positioning the shadows for a future turn. And now I really wish I had my Stamina Potion to get Strength of the Abyss back. I save Restless Spirits because I can make a shadow under me with Fleeting Dusk and attack Lost 6 with Restless Spirits, which means that I want this shadow under me. So I want to move here, move this shadow here, and then next turn I can remove the shadow to attack 6 with Restless Spirits and replace it with Fleeting Dusk. That means that here I want to be playing a move 3, and now would be a good time to be playing Icebound Quills. 3 curses here, though. So a Strengthen on Gem wouldn't be bad, but I don't think that that's my win condition. I think my win condition is Hazard here, Snowflake back here. Yeah, Hazard here, here, and then they're mandatory taking 12 to get to me, and I can push them back. The Retaliate on these guys is annoying, and it looks like everything that spawns is going to be an elite. Maybe I'm just attacking the altar for 3. Or if I can go after Snowflake, I could Icebound Quills to get more on it. That works. Okay, no attacks. I like that. 23, though, means that they're immobilizing Gem. Yeah, Gem's always immobilized. Maybe not always. Do I have Horn of Command? I have Horn of Command. Okay, so this guy's gonna go here. Okay. So I let Raging Corpse go here, and he will get immobilized by him. This guy's going to go hit the altar, so I let him go. He misses. This guy I want to go here so that this guy doesn't immobilize Gem. No point in attacking. I could get Rolling Boneshaper heal. I don't really need it. I could get Rolling Element. I don't really need it. Okay. So now this guy will immobilize this skeleton. This guy will immobilize my elite. This guy will immobilize this skeleton. And this guy will immobilize this skeleton. Oh. So I have a critical failure granted attack. Oh, I only have one, though. Okay, so I don't need to move any of my... I can move this guy to here. Because this guy, yeah, he always sees my skeletons, and this guy, 3 of them are just immobilizing that one skeleton. It also means that they're grouping up in a circle around that one skeleton. And my elite summon has higher base attack into the altar. This is going well. This is going very well. Hazard. And we just back off. And I think this is one. Can't stand the null card. You hope all bad things in life that can happen. And all things happen to it twice. Well, they put Glancing Potion in the game. And Spyglass is easy to get. So at least you have some counterplay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy went towards Elite Skeleton. That's annoying. Use my boots to get extra move. Now, what I really hate is that I have 3 curses and my loss. Man, yeah, I really wanted to play Icebound Quills, but that's just so sketchy. Okay, we'll Icebound Quills with Heavy Sword, and we'll miss this attack 7. Yes. Okay, good. Is there anything I want to Stamina Potion back? I'm in melee mode. I think, yeah, I just Reckless Jab, and I move and switch. We will keep the light up. So, skeletons are mostly just tanking, but I did activate Wrath of the Turned Earth, right? Yes. So I have 3 immunities, which is good. Oh. Deathwalker was supposed to be standing right there. Well, move shadows for 1 is so bad. They, like, actually don't get any closer. But it's fine. We get our attack 6 here. We don't miss. My Glancing Potion is gone. Oh, and I got a curse. When did I get a curse? I thought I had used them all. Okay. We long rest, and we're just letting skeletons tank. Here, I'm, like, literally doing nothing. I'm just surviving. And actually, maybe I heal Boneshaper and send her forward through the hazards. And she can go through the hazards with the birds and the tempest. Oh, I'm gonna run back over to get line of sight on somebody and grant an attack with crosswinds. And then here, I guess, yeah, I'll lose 1 shadow, but I'll just make a Fleeting Dusk under me to attack for 6 again. And then now I could activate Hornbeetle Carapace. I don't hate that, actually. Activate Hornbeetle Carapace and switch. And do so quickly and just get to that chest. This is good. Yeah, I get a couple summon attacks into the altar. Or 1. Have to remove a shadow, that's fine. And then consume my shadow for this attack 6, don't miss. Good job, Deathwalker. Do I really care? We're all spread out really nicely, so this multi-target card just doesn't actually get them anything. I hope that this summon is fast. I don't actually know if he is or not. I would love it if, like, this guy died, if this guy killed this guy and this guy went over here or something. If they just grouped up here so that I could move my shadow and attack them all and wound them at the same time. would be beautiful. Oh, I can go for attacking all of them and wounding them even before I've destroyed... Before I've destroyed the altar. They just wouldn't take the attack 3s, but they still get the wound. Nice, we got 2 herbs. Love it. It's going very well. Come back for some line of sight. Yeah, none of the skeletons have gone. Deathwalker has the best deck at this point. Who has the best deck? I could get +1 kill the summon for +4. Geminate has +2 to attacks, but move 2 isn't enough to reach the altar. Let's give Deathwalker the attack. I'm feeling Deathwalker's deck. Nice, +2. Beautiful. My skeleton probably won't kill it. It would be nice if he did. Oh, don't kill... Okay, good. Lost summon is 3rd. And so now I'm going to lose some summons down here. These guys are still grouped up, though. Oh, beautiful, +2. Okay, they can now take damage. We probably want Dark more. And these guys can be cursed. And my summons ignore retaliate. This is beautiful. I don't really need to ever go late. So we'll just drop a late card. And I can just go fast this next turn and get 2 granted attacks. I really want them to be grouped up. Surely, they're going to run over this way and group up on me, right? Maybe we'll flow the Black River with critical failure. I can grant 2 attacks and just kind of back up my guys. I don't need Luminous Descent heals. I could Luminous Descent double stun. Yeah, this is what really sucks about Dragonfly Surge. Like, Dragonfly Surge is good here. Like, the bottom for the 2 Pierce and Advantage. But you don't have any top attacks to play it with. It's like Into My Embrace. Or the level 2 Loss that's a base attack 2. Like, why do I want to play a Loss and poison myself to get base attack 2, Pierce 2 on a couple targets? So frustrating. I guess I'm just going to double attack with Mind Spike and Dragonfly Surge. And I can go ahead and get one of my wounds out. I don't know. I just don't know what else I would do. And I'll look into potentially running in there and pushing. But I don't think it's going to happen. And finally, move my shadows. Okay. They're moving 2. So we should have a pretty good idea for where they're going to be. Where is the furthest I can hit? Yeah, I just hit this guy. Attack for 8 with advantage. I can push him. And now attack for 4, not with advantage. Okay. We got good damage. I'm just going to put this trap here. There probably was a smarter way and place to put that, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is fine. rolling heal, miss. Okay, well, I think we're going to lose the Lost Summon. But that's okay. We got really good damage into this one guy. Ooh, kill my summon for +4. Let's do it. This gets the card back. And I was probably going to lose the Lost Summon already anyway. Oh, but hang on. Maybe not. They're never going to come this way because of the hazard. I move him into the corner and he only gets hit once. He could survive that. And then where are they going? So this guy will hit Deathwalker. This guy will move 2. This guy will move 2. This guy will move 2. This guy's hitting here. There's going to be a guy summoned right there. So it should be something like here, 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 and right there. That actually makes me want to move 2 like this. And now it'll be here, 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 there. And I move Shadow there, and they all get wounded. I'm not going to attack. I don't want to take Retaliate 3. Oh, I could have given this summon a shield. And it would have saved him. It's alright. Now they're grouped up for me. And I have to lose 2 cards to damage. But that's okay. We have our win condition fully set now. And I feel good about it. Can I move? Yes, I can still move Shadow for 2. I would love to be able to get the pull to cross off, but that probably won't happen. And I just want to get as much spread out damage as I possibly can. And I need Snowflake to survive as long as she possibly can. Let's go in here and have some fun. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1 hex lower. I don't want to be hit this turn. Oh, duh. Can't hit myself with that. I know that. Alright, move this Shadow for 2. There's no point in moving those. They're never going to do anything. Honestly, no point in attacking this guy because he's already wounded, and I don't want to take the Retaliate. There's my curse. That's fine. Any damage is good damage. And now, I think I move here. Or I could move here and go here, here, here with my drag down. I could just move here and disarm 2. I can move here and disarm 3. Let's do that, because if Deathwalker could get another turn off, that would be nice. Ugh. All we have to do to win is kill all of these guys. Oh. Take their ice away. That was definitely the benefit of playing. Okay. Yeah, that means that, dang. I wanted to get this Bane off, because that would essentially kill one of them, plus a couple things of hazard, but it's alright. Snowflake's just playing her own game over here. No Blinding Vortex. Deathwalker down. Yeah, I'm just hoping to get off a Malicious Conversion. Probably with Rotting Multitude. It only works onto that guy, though, so we'll see if we can make that happen. And yeah, I've got a couple turns here. Mandible Storm would be nice. Am I in melee or ranged? I'm in melee, so I think I'll play Mandible Storm this turn. For 2 immobilizes and run away. I'll have to lose a card to damage. But 2 immobilizes, like here and here, and run away is nice. Or Draining Pincer's loss. Hit this this 3 with advantage using the light. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. And then here, I'm just stacking up the hazards to win. I can put one here, and then one here next rest cycle. And then one here. So they're hitting in a cone. So I just hit this. Oh, I got a crit. That's beautiful. Yeah, we got the 1 kill. I only take 1, and now I can use their ice and just back up and get shield 3. Ow. Maybe I didn't want to move all the way over this way because now... Oh, am I dead? Because I just played double loss and I'm still in melee mode. Okay, well, Geminate is done because I can't even long rest, right? Yeah, I don't have 2 cards in discard. Well, I didn't think about that, but I got a lot of experience. But I did also pull them this way, which isn't that good. Okay, I think I just have Boneshaper run in and hit the one with the most health with Malicious Conversion. Run in, hit this guy with Malicious Conversion. And here, I just need to go like 12 more turns. I think the right answer is short rest. And get a hazard right here out as fast as possible. All right, so now 20, and they're guaranteed 1, 2 hazards. That means 8 more turns from here, but less with any pushes back through. And, well, there are so many of them at 19. But yeah, I just go for an attack 2 here. I go late and I try to push back through, and I try to push back through. Yeah, I'm immobilized. Would be really nice if I weren't. Hit this guy? Oh. Actually, I think it's better that I just die. But I don't reach them. So I'm gonna have to short rest. That's fine. I just want to be right here. They're going to start dying very quickly now. They do have a move for an attack, but there's only one. I think I long rest, just so that I can pick my card. Oh, do a couple of them hit me? No, only one. Good, nice miss. I was wanting to place another hazard right here right now, but maybe I just go for double kills. Because move here, Blizzard, push back, and Lifting Gust kills. Or... I could make hazard right here and push this guy back. That doesn't quite kill, though. I think I don't go double kills. Ooh, attack 4 though. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I move forward, this guy can reach me. If I move forward, I can kill 2. If I just attack this guy, he dies. And if I run away all the way, this guy can't reach me? Yeah. This guy's very healthy, though. I can tank 1 hit just fine. Oh, if I go here... they can hit me twice, but... this guy has to take an extra hazard to hit me. So I think it's worth it. Oh, I have dancing slippers. It would have been so much better on the other guy, though. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Dang it. I should have gone into this corner. I didn't think about it. Oh, the problem with going into the corner is that they're not always melee. This is going much worse than I thought. Oh, one more of them also got through than I thought would. Maybe we could get a miss? No, no miss. Okay. As long as it's not their ranged-ish card. As long as it's not their Frost Breath. If I go into the corner here with Birds in a Tempest and I place the hazard right here, then this guy dies, and this guy only reaches me if it's a move 3 or more. So these 3 cards, he wouldn't reach me. And then I just kill him with Lifting Gust. Or I short rest to get back Lifting Gust. I attack him with Lifting Gust and push him. And I move 1, 2, 3 with Birds in a Tempest. There we go. That just about always wins. Attack this guy with Lifting Gust, push him this way, and I walk 1, 2, 3 with Birds in a Tempest. I have to take damage to this and lose a card. But the only thing that they would have had would have been their ranged card, which they didn't draw. So this guy dies, and then I walk straight through here, lose this card to damage, and we're chilling. I definitely could have played the end game better, but I'll take it. Yeah, I had much more of a doubt near the end than I should have. was a clear and easy victory. 94 damage out of Deathwalker. I thought that Boneshaper had done a lot. Boneshaper did a bit of tanking. Honestly, the permanent disadvantage while you're standing in a shadow perk for Deathwalker is insanely good. Because it means that when you're standing next to a ranged enemy, they never back away from you. And so, given that they just always stand right there, you can just go for your really big melee attacks into them. And if they always have disadvantage into you, you know that with 6 health, you always survive like an attack 4. So that perk has done really, really well for me, and it really helped Deathwalker a lot. And yeah, Boneshaper did a good job tanking, and really Snowflake was the one that did the most damage. But I honestly probably, if I had just sent Snowflake into the room, I maybe could have just killed them by damaging them. But I kind of got impatient and just, you know, went recklessly and just started playing all of everybody's losses. No, I wouldn't have been able to kill them all with damage, but the wound on everything was good and it worked out. Finally, we get this guy come by, the visiting trader, and we can buy the warden's robes. Anything else for anybody else? I would not hate Circlet of Elements on Gem. We already have a poison dagger. Yeah, I mean, like, Heater Shield it's an item. I think we'll just let's buy some wood on these 2 characters.
Your latest victory is the talk
Attacked again. We drew both of the summer attacks.
With one toast too many before
Man, I'm at minus 15. I guess I lost 1 too many guards in the first thing. It's really 3 attacks. Oh, and even with advantage, I still have to lose materials. How many soldiers do I have? Okay, good. Let's make sure to remake soldier. Let's make sure to put that armor on. Yeah. I don't know why, like, when you buy on the way to scenarios or buy from the trader, it doesn't put the items on automatically. Did we level up here? No, we got a perk. Perk on Jim. Finally take out a -1. We'll finally take out a -1 for the first time. And a perk on Deathwalker. +2 dark? Yeah, +2 dark. No level ups. Corpse Cap Rockroot gives us a warding potion. We might as well grab one of those. Stone Skin. Give that to Gem. Let's give it to Boneshaper, because it makes it easier to play our level 6 double summon to only take 3. Good night, Joel. Hero. I'm never going to remember that. Oh, Ken, are you way behind? Yeah, Snowflake was hiding to give us a win condition. Yeah, I think Ken's like 15 minutes behind or so. All right. Let's do one more. Make sure to build a building. And we should have gotten a fair amount of experience. 18 experience to retire this Boneshaper. And we still didn't get to play Bone Ball. We never get to play Bone Ball. I don't... Why do we have a pop-up here? Go away, pop-up. I don't know what the pop-up's trying to tell me. I went through every tab. It's alright, we'll build a building and ignore it. New buildings, boat sled climbing gear. We have a sled mission. So let's just build that. And off we go. Edge of the World. What did I just play? We just unlocked... the Glowing Catacombs and Crystal Enclosure. I almost want to try Crystal Enclosure. That one needs a sled, though. Glowing Catacombs can be quite hard. Work Freeze. I don't want that to be one of Boneshaper's last levels. That would be kind of lame. The Spire Basement wouldn't be the worst level. Rusted Tunnels seems like a good level to play without Boneshaper. So we could go Edge of the World. Let's go Spire Basement.
The giant boughs of the Willowburn tree hang low, heavy with the you splash.
Dang it. Wounded and brittled when I could have been blessed. I think... or we start suffering 3 damage and brittled, and we're also going to start poisoned as a negative scenario effect, and from the level that I lost, or from the outpost event, everybody's going to be wounded. So we're going to be wounded, brittled, poisoned, and suffering 3 damage at the start of the scenario. So that sounds like it's just an immediate reset. That's actually kind of hilarious, though. Suffering 3 damage, wounded, brittled, poisoned. It's almost as bad as there's one curse thing that you can get that just starts you in every scenario with every condition, I think, except stun. And you have that in every single scenario until you win one. Alright, let's try this level on super extra evil torment difficult mode. So dumb. Alright, so I have an amulet that I can just heal myself here. I liked this Harvest the Essence to get off good Luminous Descents. That seemed to work pretty well. So I can go fast and I can target a skeleton and maybe I draw a +1 push 3. I have 2 of them. If I draw +1 push 3, I push this guy through 2 traps and he dies. That probably doesn't happen though, so I probably just heal an ally and push him with the top of Lifting Gust. I get a free skeleton, but if I do so, that's going to make me super dead. So we'll go with placing out the Unearthed Horror. Although, is he even any good here? Isn't just placing Solid Bone skeletons better? Because everything has shield. So yeah, I don't even want the Unearthed Horror. We'll just play it for the bottom poison, which is actually kind of good. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I could use Deathwalker's invisibility to reduce our number of hexes. Yeah, I mean, we're dead. We'll just see if we can survive a turn or two. Boneshaper starting the scenario at 1 health. Poison wound. Oh, that's only 2. It's only 2. I don't know why I was thinking it was more. Only move 2 on these normals. Could be worse. So, Snowflake, we're going to... Whose negative condition do I want to remove? Let's remove Deathwalkers. And she gets to move forward to right here. And then I get to push this guy. I think he dies to these. No, 1 health left. And then I get to remove my conditions here. I get to attack this guy and draw +1 push 3? No. Do no damage. Man, we also got the worst possible Living Spirit card. I can place this 3 damage trap here. Attack and... Do I want to... I want to save the wound for the Living Spirits. And now I can just go invisible right here. Yeah, unfortunately, Snowflake would get hit. Because this guy comes here, and yeah, he kills... Oh, he doesn't kill. Actually, maybe it would have been better to let him kill. Because, yeah, now Snowflake gets hit. 2 survives. Technically alive. And this time, when I get 2 curses out, the targets actually can be cursed. Oh, that's another attack. Okay, yeah. We're gonna restart without all the extra negative conditions. This was also the worst possible Living Spirit card on turn 1. I'm gonna grab a water while it loads. Oh, whoops.
The sun is shimmering.
Did not mean to do that.
Camouflaged into an outcropping of a stone cliff face.
Okay, much better. Just poisoned, not brittled, wounded, and suffering 3. And so definitely removing a poison and pushing through those traps is by far the best way to start. The only argument would be getting a hazard to reduce where they can hit me. But that on turn 2 seems good enough. Now, how badly do I want this Harvest the Essence? Probably not immediately. More important immediately is maybe getting a couple immobilizes. It's actually kind of hard to get drag down immobilizes off on turn 1. Let's go for a Reckless Jab. Ooh, I can move and shield and Reckless Jab. I won't get the +2 damage, but I can move to shield, Reckless Jab. Can I go fast and get ice? Not if I want to Lifting Gust through the traps, which I do. Because I don't have boots here. What if I just go for the ice instead? And then here we go super late. Maybe I can get off a couple poisons and get my solid bones going. And I don't need to go for the surface area play, so we can Eclipse. Moving and cursing is good. Yeah, this is really good. So skeleton shouldn't get hit here. I will heal bone and move gem in. Now gem is going to get cursed a lot, but if I just move one more and I get myself shield 2, this means that none of the living spirits curse anybody else in the back. And I have shield 2 for all of these. I should have gone fast on somebody else and I could have gotten one more shield. But that's alright. And now I can go ahead and just target this elite. Okay, and get damage ticking on him. Oh, definitely wasted the wound, but... Yeah, you were way behind. I don't know how it happened, but, I mean, that's alright. Okay, who got the other curse? Oh, it's like everybody got a curse. That's fine. Does Geminate have hit all adjacent enemies? Because, I mean, that's just beautiful. I mean, I could Fleeting Dusk. He should be targeting the skeleton, yeah. Okay, well, Boneshaper is now full health. Just poison both of these guys. With the right shadow placement, Deathwalker can just about solo one room. Which room? Actually, you know what I'm thinking? Can I just open this door right now and stand delimit some of the enemies in this room? That would be kind of dumb. Alright, Icebound Quills, Shield 1, Retaliate 1, sounds really good. Mandible Storm, it doesn't actually hit everything adjacent, but basically I can hit all 4 skeletons. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Actually, even better would be Mandible Storm, immobilize all 4 skeletons and move away. I don't think... I think I would rather just move in with Deathwalker and give a shield, and move in with Boneshaper and give a shield. Yeah. So we'll just give Jim an 8 shield 3 this turn. And I probably just kill one of these guys with Lifting Gust. Lifting Gust and... Oh, I could play Birds in a Tempest to get Geminate out. And then I just don't have to worry about any damage. But it does mean that I have to go after. So I would have to go at 30, which I don't like. I think I'll just go for the shield play. In which case... I don't really know what I'm doing with my bottom. Maybe I'm just removing my own poison. Okay, yeah, they're going at 20 again, so that would not have worked. So Deathwalker, I think I'm going to target a Living Spirit. Oh yeah, I'm targeting a Living Spirit. We just need a +1 to kill. I don't want to use my Wound Dagger. So we'll just draw a +1. Just like that. Why did I have advantage, or why was it muddled? Oh, I used my Spyglass. Using my Spyglass wasted my Glancing Potion. I guess it was going to be wasted on the next attack anyway, because it was always going to be my miss. No, this isn't the Collapse of the Two Tunnels one. I don't think I even have the, yeah, I don't even have the Consume Ice to make them suffer 1 on pushes and pulls card. I am going to block the Brittle on myself. And now, do I want to move away? They're healing, so the Retaliate one really doesn't get me anything. So yeah, I'll move away. And Deathwalker's invisible, so this guy won't get to hit. This worked out really well. Hopefully the skeleton kills. He does have Pierce 1, so nice. The 0 will kill. We don't get the curse, but I can just summon the Rotting Multitude. And there's nothing else. We're gonna get a bunch of attacks into Gem still, so let's give 1 shield. And then just skip. Heals on these guys is annoying. Ah, but it was after Snowflake, so we... Oh, I shouldn't have... It's actually fine to have pushed this guy. Wait, why did he not die last time, but he did die this time? Maybe he had taken some damage. Probably better to heal Boneshaper than to remove my poison. These guys all target Gem. That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Does he reach? Okay, good. Thank you for not reaching. Man, now Fleeting Dusk once again is looking really tempting. I do have the bottom of Restless Spirits for Suffer 3. And the top of Strength of the Abyss. So I have an Attack 5, Suffer 3. Attack 5, Wound, Suffer 3. That seems worth it to go for. We just go fast on Boneshaper. Not all my skeletons can get in, though. Unless we play Birds in a Tempest, and then they can all get in. We play Birds in a Tempest, and we strengthen Deathwalker. And then Deathwalker does the strengthened attack 5 wound with moving a shadow to make it suffer 3. All of my skeletons can get in. We'll use the dark to get bonus attacks. And then my skeletons will tank everything. And we could just activate Harvest the Essence to get multiple heals on Luminous Descent. Although I don't even need multiple heals on it right now. Do I just go for damage? Ranged mode is not really that good for damage. Dragonfly Surge to attack with Pierce and advantage and into my Embrace? Why not? I would love to Dragonfly Surge plus Firefly Swarm, but it's just so late. I just can't imagine it ever happening. Well, maybe they're not moving, but I'm muddled. Yeah, that's a dangerous Living Spirit card too. They're targeting everything. But we can get this off at least. Birds in a Tempest. And I think I just put this right here. It'll reduce surface area around Deathwalker and strengthen Deathwalker. Make it harder for the skeletons to reach me. Now this, with the wound, big damage. Wow, I drew my curse 2 times in a row. That is really unfortunate. Man, and the Living Spirits are about to go, and I just did not get enough damage. Let's try to get this elite Living Spirit dead. Which one is first? This one is first. Dang it. Wait, so my skeletons have move 4 jump. Well, I need to move this guy, like, over here. Otherwise, my other guys aren't going to get to attack. But this could, should, would be really bad. Curses do not help. Oh, there's just no damage. Okay, we got a curse in. I guess I should have targeted that skeleton. Yeah, I don't know why I was ever attacking into shield 4. What was I thinking I was going to accomplish? I'm really scared for Geminate here. So, I'll just move forward in and... Okay, we get a Skeletal Survival. That's really good. We get a Deathwalker Miss. That's really good. I could move in. Is that another Skeletal Survival? That was another Skeletal Survival. Very nice. Okay. Well, that could have gone way worse. And so now it's just these 2 Living Bones that still gotta go. So right now, this guy's just gonna hit the skeleton. And this guy's going to move in and hit Boneshaper and Gem. I can place this dangerous gear, and then he just hits Boneshaper. That seems worth it. And then Snowflake can go for... Or... I could go for an attack into this guy and kill him. And then this guy would target my skeleton. So attack for 3 with advantage and pierce, no advantage. Okay, 4 damage here, 3 damage here. And now this guy sees my summon as who he wants to focus. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, I can't believe we mitigated all that damage. Oh, there is still this guy back here. That's really annoying. Okay. Yeah, Deathwalker is now bound down to pretty bad cards. Because they're not grouped up for Fleeting Dusk to do anything anymore. So it's just like attack 3. I still have the disadvantage though, which has proved to be pretty good so far. I can get off a poison here. I can immobilize these guys. I don't know what that's doing. And now I have no skeletons alive. I didn't need Decaying Will. I could go for double summon with Damned Horde Grave Digging. Pierce 1 is not hurting these things, though. I needed a Stamina Potion Icebound Quills back and go for that loss using the ice that they made. Because nobody I have is hitting this 8 health 4 shield guy. It's only Deathwalker. And there aren't that many cards that Deathwalker is using that are that good for that. Speaking of, I need Deathwalker to get out of the way so that I can pull this guy back through the hazard. And then push him with my top. I could go for a Blinding Vortex stun. Yeah, okay, I really need to find a way through these guys. And unfortunately, poison plus skeletons isn't really doing it. But it's probably double skeleton. Oh no, that's a really bad card. I don't have... Yeah, I'm dead. I have to go for double disarm. Because that blocks 6 attacks coming out. And then now this attack 2 can never do anything. Okay, well, +2 will get 1 damage into the normal. Better than nothing. Circlet of Eyes. Okay, that's really nice. And I get it for the rest of the level. And I have Dragonfly Surge. So that'll be how I use that in, like, the final room. Now, I think I'm just gonna back up right here and hit this guy. It's only attack for 3, so +2 does 1 damage. Let's get back Strength of the Abyss. But I only have 4 shadows, so it's only attack for 5. Let's see, this guy has move 3. So right now he's going to go right here and murder Gem. There's not really anything I can do about that. I could pull him through the hazard so that he suffers 4. But then I can't push him back through it. I could use Enticing Breeze to move this guy this way. No. I think I just Crosswinds to move Gem back. The problem is this guy's gonna attack. Oh, also I didn't switch, did I? So I have to short rest. Alright, there's 2 damage into Boneshaper. Man, this was such a bad card. Okay, maybe I do need that Snowflake Sufferer. I can't get my summons now. I could come back here and get 1 summon. It just doesn't feel like it even helps. Oh, I wanted to play Icebound Quills this turn. Alright, well, I lost. Not enough damage through shields. I was thinking that Deathwalker was going to be enough with just high base damages. But it just didn't work. I needed to go for like a Retaliate 4 turn at some point in time with Geminate. And like a Fire Shield Potion would go really well with Venomous Barbs into all these guys. A nice +2 Dark. I mean, I can kill a bunch of them here, but the level's just over already at this point. Man, that disadvantage perk just putting in work. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and look at Scoundrel. Because I'm tired now. Ow. Heal. I guess I probably could have boots Boneshaper and healed Geminate, and then maybe I could have kept going, but it's tough once you're at monster level 6 with low level characters. I wonder how much experience I've gained. Probably not that much. Let's just gain a couple more experience and see if we retire. No, surely it's not going to be anywhere close to enough. What can Gem do? A whole lot of nothing. Oh yeah, Shackles would be so good here. Yeah, I think I've made this mistake before on this level, coming into it and just not respecting the fact that it's living spirits and not bringing enough suffer damage or pierce. Because, I mean, surely there are some tools that I could have brought that I didn't. Like the Snowflake suffer 1 damage whenever you get pushed or pulled. Because, I mean, with this Enticing Breeze, it's pretty easy to get that 2 damage on a whole clump of things. Alright, that's 2 experience. And that's 2 experience. And then this can be 1 experience. Malicious conversion can be 2. But I have to get a kill with it. Nobody's gonna kill that thing. We'll send a Restless Spirit Shadow at it. And bane it. That'll work. Let's use this Algox Warhammer. Didn't use it last level. Oh, but I just killed him. And I wanted to let Boneshaper kill. Come on, Boneshaper. Big damage. Crit. Not quite. Crit would have done it. Alright, get this piece of money and back to town we go. Too difficult. I've never played Shackles in that level, so that sounds like a fun thing to do. It's not... It doesn't take too long to get Shackles. But I don't think I have anybody who unlocks... Let's see what buildings we unlock. Alright, nobody leveled. We need 5 more experience to retire, and I don't remember which one this one gives. It works towards the library, but it doesn't... This one doesn't unlock the library. It might be challenges. Just 1 more herb to get the garden. 7 more lumber, and then 2 quests, and then since we would have the garden already, that would give the church, the Temple of the Great Oak, and 4 buildings for the construction. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind playing some Shackles, so maybe we'll, maybe if I play tomorrow... Yeah. So before we go to the edge of the world, let's build a new character whose retirement goal is to kill 222. And we'll kill 2 Claw Crushers. And then we can go to the Rusted Tunnels and kill 2 Robotic Bolt Shooters. And then we can go to the Crystal Enclosure and kill 2 Algox Guards. And that'll just be 3 levels and retire. Like water running to rock. And let's see. Is it just Prosperity 3 that you need to get the Enhancer to level 2? Because that's what you need to unlock Shackles. We might need Prosperity 4. But Boneshaper will have retired. I don't have the Inspiration. But Boneshaper will have retired. And Geminate will probably have retired. We just need an Arrowvine or an Axe Nut. We could theoretically get the Axe Nut here, not super likely. We could theoretically get the Arrowvine here, not super likely. And we definitely could get the Arrowvine here. That would not be too hard to do. And what class is that going to be? Oh, it could be Trap. Yeah, I like the idea of it being Trap, because Trap... I mean, I don't necessarily feel like I need to play another Trap, because I've played Trap quite a bit since he came out. And if it's kill 222, Trap will be really good for that. And he'll be really good for Crystal Enclosure. So I like all of that. We can get quite a few retirements. What were you again? Build buildings. Oh, so Deathwalker is going to retire too. Especially if we double build a building. Like, I can get my wall here. Oh, I haven't been buying resources. That was dumb, because I've had these available. And I might just double build something and we retire like everyone at once. Alright, let's look at the Scoundrel. No, I made quite a few mistakes when I was looking at Mind Thief. Namely, this is after attack ability on feedback loop. And so Cranium Overload, that's just one attack ability, but it would still trigger twice, which seems really good to me. And the Gangling Abomination is only +1 damage if they have a negative condition, not +1 per negative condition. That's kind of nice, though, because then it means that you're not having to focus on getting a ton of different conditions. You just get poison, and they're taking 5 damage, and that's good. But, onto the Silent Knife. Rather than fighting with pure brute force, you have 2 tactics to gain the upper hand in combat. Attacking enemies who are distracted by your adjacent allies, or attacking enemies who are completely isolated on the battlefield. Understanding how your allies move and communicating with them regarding their plans can help determine which approach is best for you both before and during a scenario. Silent Knife needs a Christmas song? Yeah, yeah. Silent Knife. Because of your small hand size, losing cards has a steep cost. If you find yourself often exhausted well before the end of each scenario, you may gain more turns by performing fewer actions with losses early on. It is easy for you to go early in the round, but you may also want to bring some cards with late initiatives to allow you to approach enemies after their turns, allowing you to get free attacks safely. 9 cards, medium health pool. Same as before. Starting with the perks, we have remove 1 -2 and remove 2 -1s. So just 2 perks and you're already looking at a relatively good deck. Then you can remove all 3 remaining -1s for +1s. I mean, this is just like a Gloomhaven 1.0 attack modifier deck. Replace 1/0 with a +1 gain 1 money token if this attack targeted an adjacent enemy. Okay, so not if you're doing throwing knives. That gets out 3 of your zeros, so you'd still have 3. And you're looking at 9 +1s in the deck. Replace 1/0 card with 1 +2. So at that point, once you have all of these, you only have 1 0 left in the deck. So miss 1 0 and then 8 +1s. And 3 +2s. Replace 1 +1 with a +1 invisible self-rolling card. Love it. That's really good. Add a +1 disarm. So you get like 10 +1s, 2 are rolling, 2 are disarmed, 2 are invisible. Okay. I mean, it's just a lot of good. You can probably just take it in any order because they seem... I kind of don't like drawing invisibility on modifiers just because you might have been intending to tank. Although, when you're playing the physical game, you can just choose to not take the invisibility. I'm like 85% sure. You can choose to pass on the invisibility and just treat it as a rolling +1. Most of the time you would probably want it, but occasionally you might be the one tanking for the turn. +1 disarm is good. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just taking these first and being boring, but... Well, let's read the worded ones. At the end of each of your rests, you may place one of your money tokens in the hex occupied by an enemy within range 3 to perform attack 1, target that enemy. So at the end of each of your rests, you can spend 1 money token to do an attack 1. I mean, we see that with our modifier deck, attack 1 is mostly going to be 2 damage because we've got a lot of other +1s. And not that much amazing stuff to draw on it. Disarm would be okay. Invisible Self would be okay. I don't know. That's it. At the cost of just 1 perk, it's not bad. But some of the other stuff I feel is more exciting. Whenever you complete a city event, draw an attack modifier card as though you were performing an attack 4. Gain an amount of gold equal to the damage the attack would have dealt. Whatever. You don't need that. Once each scenario during your turn, you may perform Invisible Self. Now that is good. A completely free invisibility cloak, that is definitely worth 2 check marks. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at the cards. A very standard deck. Attack 3, add +2, and gain an experience if the target is adjacent to any of your allies at 4 speed with a move 5. Is that unchanged? That feels unchanged? Is that completely the same? 4 speed, move 5, attack 3 +2, gain an experience. Yep. Okay, cool. I mean, flanking strike was already really good, so makes sense to keep it the same. 4 speed, move 5 is just crazy. Oh, was it? It was enhanceable before. It was enhanceable before, and it's not enhanceable now. So almost the same. Move 3, attack 3 on the top. What? That was a level 3 card before. Although it's worse initiative. It was in the 20s and now it's 64. That might even be better initiative. That's crazy. Move 3, attack 3 on top or on the bottom at 64 initiative. You may choose not to spring, move 3, and you may choose not to spring traps in hexes you enter with this movement. Destroy 1 trap in a hex you entered with the move ability to gain 1 experience. Okay, so it doesn't like spring it on enemies. You just destroy traps you move through. That's alright. I assume we're not going to have any jump, so that at least gives us a way through traps without having to grab winged shoes. But move 3, attack 3 on the top, so you're just always playing that, because that's insanely good. Quick Hands, loot 1, move 2. Okay. It's a top loot, so that's really good. And then the bottom gives attack 3, so obviously you pair that with practiced reflex. You go at 64 initiative, you move 3, you attack 3, you attack 3. What's not to love? Single out. Now, this surprises me. This surprises me quite a bit. That this card is unchanged. So we have attack 3. Attack 3 +2 and gaining of experience if the target is adjacent to none of its allies. Okay, so that part is different. So this one is none of its allies rather than any one of your allies. Okay, I like that. So attack 5, they have to be isolated. And then on the bottom, on your next 4 attacks targeting enemies that are isolated. Oh, it's add +3. Okay, okay. Worth it. Worth it. I was wondering how it didn't get changed from the Gloomhaven 1 version. Because, like, I used Single Out a ton in the speedrun, and it's just really underwhelming for a loss to be dealing 8 damage. To be adding 8 damage over time. But now that it's 12, that's worth it. You definitely want to save it for later in a scenario, but when you're getting to open up the final room, and your attack 5 is now an attack 8, if you can get both isolated and adjacent to an ally. Really good. I really liked Single Out before, so I'm glad that it's better. And the top fits way better with the bottom and the name of the card than it did before. So I like it. Good change. Sinister Opportunity. Add +1 if the target is adjacent to any of your allies, and +1 if the target is adjacent to none of its allies. And gain advantage and an experience if both are true. Okay. Hopefully, we haven't seen it yet, but hopefully... Well, my favorite card on Scoundrel before was Sinister Opportunity, and it was 93 initiative, but we don't have the same bottom action. Okay, it's here on Smoke Bomb. Good. Good. Okay, yeah, I really, really like that. This really, really incentivizes you to set things up correctly, because attack 5 advantage is just so insane for a level 1 character to be doing. I mean, yeah, Scoundrel's numbers are just bigger than everyone else's. It just doesn't seem fair. Heal 3 self, make dark. We haven't seen a use for dark yet. And Mind Thief didn't have any uses for dark early. We haven't looked at Spellweaver or Tinkerer, but there has not been a single use for dark for any of the starters yet. And move 3 poison. It's fine. I generally didn't play this card very much. It always felt like you had enough base damage. Like, I would bring it at level 1 and level 2, and maybe a little bit at level 3. But this was a card that it was pretty easy for me to sub in and out in scenarios before, and it didn't really get any better. But sometimes you really want the poison. Swift Bow, attack 3, range 4. Not much else to say about it. And move 3, loot each hex you entered with the move ability, because why not? I mean, if you're going to be spending your loot tokens to perform attack 1s, you need extra loot tokens, so I'll take it. Throwing Knives, 2 target attack 2, range 3. So this is a place where you really want that single out damage. Because 2 target attack 5 is quite good with Throwing Knives. And with range, 2 target range 3, it's going to be much easier to get those targets that are isolated. Meanwhile, the bottom of Throwing Knives is very good. They changed which card this is on. But this pull makes it really, really easy to get your single out bonus or your Sinister Opportunity. So for this, you probably want to go at 10 initiative, but a lot of the times you can probably just start a scenario with 1 monster within range 3 that you can pull. It'll be next to one of your allies and none of their own, and boom. 10 initiative on a scenario, Sinister Opportunity, attack for 5 with advantage. What's not to like? I mean, you'll be focused a little bit, but that's probably fine, right? You start a scenario at full health, so you might as well take a little bit of focus right in the beginning. So you start a scenario by pulling something in, get a Sinister Opportunity off, then you tank for a turn, then next turn you go for Flanking Strike, and you get attack 5 advantage into attack 5. If you want to burst for a kill, you play it with Quick Hands, but otherwise you just play a move, any move, and you move away. I mean, this is a class that feels like it just plays itself. Like, you don't even have to think. you just pick 2 of your cards and they work, and then you win. Venom Shiv, I like that it added a Pierce 1. Pretty good. And Poison, like attack 3, Pierce 1, Poison. That's a very, very good action. And 8 initiative, so this is changed. Ooh. Now the bottom of Venom Shiv, add Pierce 2 to all of your ranged attacks this round. I like it. The initiative is weird, because it's like, you obviously pair that with Throwing Knives. We might get another ranged card. It doesn't look like it. Okay. I really like that opens up some possibilities. I really, really like that. Because you can even do this just to add 1 Pierce onto like 1 shield city guards or something like that. Alright, I like it. Backstab, loss, attack 5, consume dark for +2, so finally we can use the dark on Special Mixture, and Special Mixture was the only way we were making it. I haven't seen Smoke Bomb. Okay, Smoke Bomb's the next card. So attack 5, +2 with dark for 7, add +2, and gain an experience if the target is adjacent to any of your allies. Easy enough. Easy attack 9. Before backstab was just an easy attack 7. And it's 6 speed move 6. Of course. Smoke bomb. Invisible self on your next attack while you have invisibility. Double the value of the attack. Unfortunately, this is just attack and not attack action, so it doesn't work with throwing knives. Because I would love if this were attack action and it worked with throwing knives and it worked with single out and you would get 2 target attack 10. As it is, though, very easy for backstab to be an attack 9, and if they're isolated, an attack 12, and with smoke bomb, an attack 24. Generally speaking, that is not good advice to give, to be playing 3 lost cards on a small hand size class like this. But I played this class a lot in speedrunning on +2, and that was how you did it. Like, you just stacked loss on top of loss on top of loss and killed things instantly. So it is viable. You just really have to know what you're doing, and it helps if you know the scenarios ahead of time. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. And then the bottom of Smoke Bomb, move 4, control 1 adjacent enemy to move 1. This movement must end in a hex adjacent to you. I absolutely love this. This was Sinister Opportunity before, but now it has +1 move and is at 12 initiative instead of 93. Just insanely good. And I love, love, love that the initiative on this is where you can pair it with Sinister Opportunity and you can go either really late and move 4, move something in and get the Sinister Opportunity boost, or you can go really early, move in, move something next to one of your allies. This is one of the harder cards to visualize. I can't believe that they buffed it to be move 4 instead of move 3. But this is really one of Scoundrel's most important abilities. So I love that they buffed Smoke Bomb in that way. Oh, also Smoke Bomb sets dark for backstab. So they really want you to pair those together. And you really don't need the single out damage on it. You can just go for the attack 18 and that will be sufficient. Gosh, Scoundrel is so strong. I mean, Mind Thief also felt strong. Everybody's felt strong. I think Bruiser seemed the weakest so far. Maybe Cragheart was weakest damage-wise. I'm not sure. Mind Thief and Scoundrel both seem like they do so much damage. And these Scoundrel numbers are just so high. I'm shocked that they buffed the bottom of... They buffed the initiative and the bottom of old Sinister Opportunity into Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb's bottom before was this pull, which was good. And they actually fulfill kind of similar roles, but this one has move and this one doesn't. So Smoke Bomb is just really, really good now. And throwing knives, I can't even... Oh, the bottom on it before was a lost loot too. So throwing knives got buffed too. Trickster's Reversal. On your next melee attack, targeting an enemy that has shield, add X +2, where X is the value of the target, of the shield value of the target. Okay, so not as good as it was before, but it's non-loss, so way better than it was before. It's basically giving you Pierce for all of their shield and +2 damage, but it's your top for the turn and it's giving it to you on your next attack. So you set it up ahead of time, and you get Pierce Infinity and attack +2. Not quite Pierce Infinity, because if you crit on this, or if you're smoke bombing it, you're adding the value of the shield and then doubling it. So even better than Pierce Infinity. And negate the next damage you would suffer this round. This ability is insanely good. So basically every single Scoundrel card got buffed. Backstab is better, Smoke Bomb is better, Trickster's Reversal I think is better. You have to set it up now, which is worse. Oh, you can pair it with Venom Shiv, because it's not actually adding Pierce. So if you're attacking a shield 3 target, then you get to add +5 attack to it. So you get attack 8, pierce 1 into shield 3. And so it's like you're attacking with a base attack of 9 at that point. And it is melee attack, so it doesn't pair with the bottom of Venom Shiv, but that's okay. Okay. Well, Trickster's Reversal is very good, and obviously pairs insane with Backstab. Or Smoke Bomb is what I was thinking. But Backstab as well. And the bottom's nice. Leveling up. Open Wounds. Attack 4, add Wound, and gain an experience if they're adjacent to any of your allies. 11 speed, and move 6 on the bottom. Very similar. I think it was move 5 before. And honestly, there's no difference between move 5 and move 6. Like, the practical implications of that are nearly non-existent. Stick to the Shadows. On your next 3 attacks, add +1 and poison, but it's not a loss. They're just trying to tempt me into speedrunning this game. That's what this card is. I mean, that's really good. 26 initiative, who cares? Because you're playing this before you go into a room. You're playing this and you're playing Single Out at the same time, and you're getting to add +4 and poison. On the bottom of Stick to the Shadows, move 3. If you are adjacent to no enemies, gain Invisible. At the end of the round, lose Invisible. Okay, this is the second time we've seen this, where it's Invisible that doesn't last for 2 rounds. And you have to be adjacent to no enemies, so you can't even attack anything melee. You have to do a ranged attack, but we've only seen 1 ranged attack, and it's not amazing. So this ability is bad, unless you're trying to like escape a scenario, or if you're in really rough spot. I guess if you start next to an enemy, you attack it with your top, and then you run away with Stick to the Shadows. So it's playable, but like, how frequently do you need move 3 go invisible and be invisible only for this round when you could have just played like move 6 instead? If you were going at 4 initiative and attacking something for 5 and then running away, you would have a move for 5 here, although you might want to save Sinister Opportunity. I guess the movement's a little bit harder. Backstab, you just move for 6 with Backstab and you get away. You move for 4 with Smoke Bomb and you get away. So I don't think you need this Stick to the Shadows. So this card seems kind of bad. Even though I would take the top in a speedrun. But yeah, Open Wound is better. Flintlock, attack 3, range 2, Muddle. You may place one of your money tokens in the hex occupied by the target to add +2 damage and pierce 2? Excuse you? Excuse you? Okay, so it's a ranged attack, so you can't get Trickster's Reversal on it. You can do Smoke Bomb on ranged attacks, and you have the bottom of Venom Shiv to get Pierce 4. Attack 5, range 2, Pierce 4, Muddle, set fire. At the cost of 1 money token. Oh, and it's not even... You don't lose the money token. You may place one of your money tokens in the hex occupied by the target. So you can just go and pick that money up later. Or this is a way of you giving your money tokens to an ally character. Okay, that's just so good. That's so good. On the bottom, move 2, loot 1, create 1 poison immobilized trap in the empty hex of one of the looted money tokens. Okay. That is fine. I love making immobilized traps, and I can definitely see this being useful when you're in a tight corridor and enemies have grouped up on you. You kill an enemy with your top, then you loot it and you put an immobilized trap right there. Well, it's mostly good just because it's a trap that's reducing your surface area. Because if you have to be next to it because you just looted one, then you're never setting the immobilize up this turn and getting use out of it. Unless you can then move with the top of practiced reflexes. But most of the time you're probably playing Flintlock for the top anyway. Or you can take hidden daggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks for 2 at range 3. So obviously, if power potions work like Frosthaven, then this is the best card in the game. You can make them all Pierce 2 with Venom Shiv. Is this any good, though? If you took Stick to the Shadows, that's pretty good. Attack 3 poison, attack 4, attack 4, attack 3, attack 3. All on a single target. That's very good. And you're only losing the hidden daggers itself. You wouldn't want to smoke bomb it. You probably... Well, if you're fighting a boss, you would want single out. So what's better? If you're fighting a boss that's isolated and you have single out, then this is attack 6, poison, attack 7, attack 7, attack 6, attack 3. Right? So it was like 6, 7, 7, 6, 3, 6, 6, 12, 15. So 29 damage if the target can be poisoned. 29 damage plus 5 modifiers. Whereas backstab plus single out plus smoke bomb is doing like 24 plus 1 modifier. So that's better. This is better single target damage. It's also 1 fewer loss. Although you could add the Stick to the Shadows for another 2 damage and you could poison the target. But it's 1 less loss than a backstab smoke bomb. So this would be a boss delete button. Yeah, exactly. I think this is really good, especially because it does not have to be a boss. 39 initiative plus 86 initiative, so you're probably not playing those together. But so if you go into the final room with single out open already, you just go late, right? With something like Sinister Opportunity. Maybe Sinister Opportunity plus Smoke Bomb. You move in 4, you move a target to the side, you get the Sinister Opportunity. It'll be an attack 8 because of single out with your Sinister Opportunity. Then the next turn, you go at 8 initiative, add Pierce 2 into all of your attacks, and you get off attack 5, attack 5, attack 2, attack 2, attack 2, but it has Pierce 2 on everything. And you throw on your power potion, and you clean up at least 1.5 enemies in the final room, like no matter what. Well, if you're adding the attack 8 from the previous turn and then 2 attack 5s here, or 6 with power potion, you're cleaning up 2 enemies no matter what, basically, I think. So this seems, I mean, when you see a card that looks like this, how do you not take it? Like, once again, the Scoundrel Silent Knife, it's just their numbers are bigger, or there are more of them. Haven't even looked at the bottom yet. I'm kind of tilted by this top. All right, attack 1, target 2, range 3, add +1 on each target if it's adjacent to none of its allies. So this is a second throwing knives if they're isolated. So we can go at 10 initiative and we can get attack 2, attack 2, attack 2, attack 2. That's pretty good. It really is pretty good. Especially because sometimes, like, you just don't want to be going in. You have a couple of allies in front of you, or you're low health, because we haven't seen heal cards. There's just this one heal 3 self. So it's very easy for us to be low health and out of commission. And in that case, like, we want to be contributing something. And if you want to be contributing something quickly, then it has to be ranged damage. Because by far your best option is to go late with Sinister Opportunity, move in and attack something for 5. But sometimes your allies need you to go fast and throw in a little bit of damage to help them kill. And throwing knives plus hidden daggers bottom seems really, really, really good for that. Also, when you're drawing 4 modifiers like this, especially if you can get advantage some way, this could be a way to just fish for your +1 invisible. Your rolling +1 invisible self. What was the old hidden daggers? It was no move invisibility on the bottom, and on the top was a loss to target attack 4 at range 3. Let's see how I did. So yeah, I think it is 2 target attack 4, range 3, loss, and on the bottom is invisible with no move. And it was the level 3. Yes, I was exactly right. I don't think I said the initiative, but I don't think I would have gotten it. 2 target attack 4, range 3, invisible self on the bottom. So the new one is like 1,000,000 times better. Especially because with the top loss, you're getting to draw 5 modifiers. So you'll draw 1 or 2 +2s. You'll probably go invisible. If you're all going into a single target, you're probably disarming it. But if they're all going to a single target, it's probably a boss and they're probably immune to disarm. But the fact that you have no minus cards mean that all of those attack for 2s are going to be hitting for 2. And this actually gives you a reason at level 2 to take Stick to the Shadows instead of Open Wound. So for that reason alone, I kind of like Hidden Daggers because I want to take Stick to the Shadows, even though I think in general Open Wound is the better card. Invisibility is nice. Top is underwhelming. Yeah, even with Smoke Bomb being broken in the Gloomhaven 1 digital speedrun, there was still never a reason for me to take the top of Hidden Daggers. I had to take the other level 3 card because the other level 3 card was this move 3, attack 3 on top, which is now just a level 1 card, which is insane. Same initiative Quick Hands had before, but I really like Hidden Daggers. I really, 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 really like this. And I even like the bottom, even though it looks lame. It's good. Flurry of Blades, attack 2, target 3, range 3. I really like that. I really liked range Scoundrel in general. Obviously, like early levels, you just go melee attack 5s because that's very good. But just single target melee attack 5 doesn't scale to infinity. I mean, it's the same case with Drifter, where you need to be doing more exciting things, and more exciting things as you level up is generally pulling more attack modifiers. So Flurry of Blades is nice for that. Scoundrel 2 has sick range stuff. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. You don't start with it, but the fact that we got this Venom Shiv really, really, really helps any ranged potential. Because now Flurry of Blades, like, it can at least theoretically do something to shielded targets. Even just shield 1 before would have been really upsetting to deal with. Attack 2 is a little bit low. You really need something like Stick to the Shadows buffing it up. Ooh, but a 3 target attack 3 poison. That is an insane action. A non-loss fire orbs that poisons. A non-loss fire orbs that poisons that you could add Pierce 2 to the whole attack action. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to. I really, really love classes that have big combo potential, especially with non-loss tickers like this and Trickster's Reversals, so although that's only melee attacks. Scoundrel seems fun. Oh, good. Now we have a move 7. We really, really, really needed that. I was feeling left behind with just move 6 bottom, move 3 top. I mean, you could basically make this move 10. Like, what's the difference between move 10 and move 7? In combat. Alright, Gruesome Advantage. Attack 4, add +2, and gain an experience if the target is adjacent to any of your allies or adjacent to none of its. Yes, people thought he was underpowered, but he was very effective, and his 9 was crazy. Are you talking about like 1.0's ranged build? It wasn't underpowered, but damage is often high in Modern Haven design. It's more crowd control and visible. That's more cautiously looked upon. Yeah, the numbers on this class are just very, very high. I mean, the numbers on Scoundrel 1 were really high. Just like the base numbers. And the fact that they're just buffing level 1 cards, like Practice Reflex to be extra damage, and Single Out to be extra damage. And what else got extra damage? Backstab to just be extra damage, and Venom Shiv to just be extra damage. Like, a lot of the level 1 cards are literally, and Smoke Bomb is now just 1 extra move and at better initiative. Alright. Gruesome Advantage. Yeah, we just looked at that. So it's attack 6. This is very similar to our level 1 abilities, though, and just not that much better. It's more flexible, but honestly, the requirements were so easy to hit beforehand. Maybe a little bit harder in 2-player, but it's just not exciting. Like, Flurry of Blades feels more exciting. They're both like essentially attack 6, but this gives you more modifiers, and once you've hit 4, you've got a couple of perks. The only like potentially big deciding factor, like, I don't know what my default build would be at that point. You might need to take Gruesome Advantage just to have a late initiative. Because, like, there was Single Out, which was good at 86. Sinister Opportunity, that's really good at 93. Practice Reflexes is really good at 64. So, yeah, you don't need a 90 initiative. I think you just take Flurry of Blades, like, every day of the week. Although I didn't look at the bottom. Move 3 at 90 initiative. When you next perform a melee attack targeting an enemy that has poison this round, after the attack ability, perform attack 2 range 3 poison. That's really cool. But they have to have poison before you already attack them. So you could set that up with Sticking to the Shadows. If you're doing 2 melee attacks in the same turn, you could poison them with the first attack and then poison them with the second attack. But we don't have anything that does that. You would have to have like a Frenzy Potion or something to proc this instantly on yourself. Yeah, I don't love it. Not my favorite card. Flurry of Blades is very boring, but like there's no special effects on it at all. But it's just better, I think. Duelist Advance, this looks crazy. Move 3, attack 4, move 2. That's an entire turn. I guess they forgot that you get to play a bottom card with it. Yeah, that was one of the level 9s. Long Con or something. Attack and disarm everything adjacent was crazy. The other level 9 was good if you were going ranged, because it added like poison and wound to every single attack. You might start up a campaign with a friend. You'll definitely try range first. Yeah. Stick to the Shadows, Hidden Dagger at bottom is good. Yeah, 2 target attack 3. 2 target attack 3 poison. And then you still get 1 more. The initiative's not even that bad on it. Because if you're doing this, that means you probably have an ally in front of you. Although they would maybe want for the poisons to come out faster than 26. Not if they're a Cragheart, though. Cragheart here's... Like, Scoundrel says, I'm going basically the slowest I've ever gone. And so Cragheart's thinking, like, in the 80s. And then they go at 26. Cragheart's like, that's my second fastest card. Alright, Duelist Advance. Move 3, attack 4, move 2. Now, this is a level 5 card, and the damage output is less than our level 1 cards. And honestly, we have a level 1 card that's move 3, attack 3. So, like, this isn't that much better. I like a move 2 after you've already attacked, but, like, we have bottom actions. So, if you're escaping, sure, it's good. But we already had move 7, move 6. Like, do we need this? I don't think so. This just, it doesn't change our move set at all. It doesn't increase our damage in a significant way. It's kind of just flashy. All flash, no substance, maybe? Move 4, pull 1, range 2. I like this a lot. Isolate a target. But why would we want this over Smoke Bomb? Move 4, move 1 adjacent thing to be isolated. I mean, this has 1 more range on it and 5 faster initiative. But I don't want my level 5 card to be a level 1 card with 1 more range. Yeah, it's a good escape card, but do we need a good escape card when we have move 7 and move 6? Like, we can already do non-loss move 10 with a level 4 card, and we can do non-loss move 9 at level 1 with move 6 and move 3, and we throw on some winged shoes. Like, I just don't see a world where we ever need this move 5. An escape scenario, Scoundrel, Silent Knife, it's not the one who's going to be struggling to escape. So yeah, honestly, of all of the classes, like, these 2 cards are some of the biggest studs I've seen, I think. Which I could be wrong. I haven't played the cards. And I'm sure when you're actually playing them, they're fine. Like, this is an attack 6. Attack 6 is not bad to have. Deathwalker has to set up 5 shadows to get an attack 6. But it doesn't feel like either of these add enough to your kit. Serrated Arrow, on the other hand, attack 4, range 3 with wound. That's what I like to see. I mean, it's just that it wounds, but it's range. It's a really, really, really good initiative. I love playing ranged cards at late initiative because you go late, things get closer to you, you can target something and then position perfectly for next turn. It's just really, really good. On the bottom, on your next attack, targeting an enemy that is both adjacent to any of your allies and none of its, double the value of the attack. And it's just the next time that happens. Really, really, really good. It's a bottom, so you can pair it instantly with Backstab and go at 6 initiative. Yeah. Both adjacent to any of yours and none of theirs. Yeah, insanely good. You always take Serrated Arrow every single day of the week. Because, like, its special effect just makes us better at what we already did. It makes us literally 2 times better at what we already did. Its top is really spammable and playable. And then you're adding an amazing initiative to go with, like, the 16 and 2639 aren't amazing. But 1695, 2639... then we're probably always running this 12. Backstab, I think you don't bring to every level, but it definitely can come to levels. You're definitely running Venom Shiv if you're going range. You're definitely going throwing knives. Oh, and Swift Bow. I totally forgot about Swift Bow. So yeah, that's another like 30-ish initiative. And then you can throw in like Flanking Strike and Sinister Opportunity, or Practice Reflex in there. You want Single Out too. It's actually kind of hard to find fast initiatives. Flanking Strike, throwing knives, Smoke Bomb. If you're going range, though, you maybe don't play Smoke Bomb. Yeah, I think you don't bring Smoke Bomb on range, which is sad because I love this effect. There's an item that can poison a neighbor. Yeah, probably. It was the poison vial in Frosthaven, so I would not be surprised if it came. For attack 3, range 3, target 2 poison, and then move 3, attack 7, attack 2, range 3 poison. Yeah. Both level 9s were excellent, so he needs level 9 Tinkerer to get both. Too OP. Trickster's Reversal, Single Out, Serrated Arrow, Smoke Bomb, Backstab. Trickster's Reversal doesn't work with ranged cards. Oh, Serrated Arrow bottom. Okay. And Backstab. Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, I briefly considered that, but I didn't throw it all together. I mean, it depends on how much shield the target has, but doubled, +3, plus damage into shields, and then do you play Venom Shiv as the bottom to ignore the shield that the target has while you're doubling on your attack, base attack 12, 13 with Stick to the Shadows, then say they have 2 shield, base attack 17, ignore their 2 shield, and then doubled to 34 and then doubled to 68. And that is 3 losses, but you get single target attack 68. Honestly, a little underwhelming. Unless you crit. Swift Bow is all in the bottom? No, the bottom of Swift Bow is blank. The bottom of Swift Bow is a move 2. I don't see anything listed here. I don't believe in looting. Ever. Is this Gloomhaven 2nd edition? Yeah, it's just theory crafting. I currently don't have any intention to play 2.0. But looking at the cards makes me really want to, which is sad. But to the best of my knowledge, Gloomhaven 2.0 is not on Tabletop Simulator, and I don't know if it ever will be. And I don't know if we'll ever get a digital version. And I don't think that I will ever play it physically. Although, maybe once my kids are a little bit older. My son is 7 now, and he can play Gloomhaven. My daughter is only 2. So maybe in 5 years, once she's 7 and he's 12. All right. Level 6, Call the Weak. Attack 5, add +1 and gain advantage if the target is a normal monster. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I like attack 6 advantage. Probably on Tabletop Simulator at some point. Yeah, I would imagine so. Good morning, Anomaly. I will probably be very excited when it comes to Tabletop Simulator. Although, the thought of going back to Tabletop Simulator and having to manually do everything again is overwhelming. It's so much nicer and easier to play digital, where I get to sit down and take a break when it's the monster's turn. Alright. This is a good ability. I like it. I love advantage built into cards. That's not strengthen. Play on easy and kill everything with Scoundrel before my kids do anything. Yeah, my son is not the kind of kid that would play on easy. We've been playing Pokemon Champions since it came out a couple days ago, and like he just goes hard at the ranked ladder. Like he's a 7-year-old who tries to make reads on protects and switching in and out and stuff like that. So he's pretty hardcore. He's gonna play increased difficulty on things. He's a 7-year-old who's surprisingly good at the game Root. Bottom of Call the Weak. Attack 2. Target 2 enemies whose current hit point value is 2 or less. Range 2. Loot 2. That's... Actually, that's really good. It's very situational. It's also a melee attack, which is interesting. But this is really, really good. There's a really sad situation you come to sometimes where there's a 1 health enemy and you're going to have to waste an entire card on killing it. And now there could be 2 1 health enemies or a 1 and a 2 health enemy, and you're extremely likely to kill them because by the time you're level 6, you probably have no minus cards in your deck. So you're guaranteed to kill them unless they have shield or you miss. But that's just your bottom action. You can still play a top action with it. Although you'd have to be like close to 3 enemies to be getting a melee top. So you're probably playing a ranged top with it, but it feels like this is a melee card, not a ranged build card. So that part is like, it's a little confusing on what you're doing. Maybe you're pairing it with practiced reflexes so that you can top move and attack, but then the initiative's really bad and you don't want to be going really late to kill low health targets. So you have to pair this with a fast card, which I'm thinking is like throwing knives, but why are you bringing throwing knives if you're going for a melee build at that point? So it would have to be flanking strike. The initiative makes this card really hard to use for what you want to do with it. That's sad. That's really sad. You would love to pair it with Flurry of Blades if you took that, which I said I didn't like Gruesome Advantage. So maybe even if you're melee, you take Flurry of Blades just for that little bit of flexibility, and then you can pair it with Cull the Weak. It's a very confused card, but it does have advantage on the top, which I really like. Although, advantage really doesn't do that much for us, does it? Because you remove all of your minus cards, and then you have 10 +1s. So, 10 +1s, 3 +2s. Your attack is, it's basically dealing +1. Like, having advantage is not changing the outcome too frequently. So, the more I think about it, the less and less I kind of like this. Dance of Daggers. Negate the damage and added effects of all attacks targeting you this round. Immediately after each attack ability targeting you this round. Negate the damage and added effects of all... Okay, it's a loss. Okay, that makes way more sense. Negate all attacks and effects targeting you this round. Immediately after each attack ability targeting you this round, gain 1 experience and perform attack 2, target the enemy that attacked you. Okay. I mean, you bring this card to any level that says survive for 12 rounds, and on the 12th round, you just play the top. And you win. I can definitely see times where this wins scenarios, but this is also a little bit, it's very situational, because you want to save an effect like this for the end of a scenario, since it's a loss on a class that doesn't really want to play losses since you have so few cards. But if you do this, you need to have enough enemies that you're getting a lot of value out of negating all of their effects, all of their attacks and effects. So you really want it to be a scenario that doesn't end by killing all enemies. You want there to be infinite spawns or something, so that there are a lot of attacks for you to negate. So, not the best class for this to be on. Move forward, gain advantage on all of your attacks for this round. That's good, but I mean, as we just said, advantage is giving you +1, right? And like, you dodge the 1 miss that you have. Yeah, disarm from the attack modifier deck. It's, yeah. Those being 2 of your 10 +1s are good. It might not be 10, but... And guaranteed not missing is good. And potentially going invisible is good. And you did have 3 +2s. So So it's not useless, it's just... I think I would take Dance of the Daggers. Oh, okay, yeah, you really want Dance of the Daggers with range because a lot of the range cards actually didn't have very good initiative. 95 is good, but it's really slow. Hidden Daggers is 39, which is kind of eh. Stick to the Shadows, you're not playing that in combat. You want to play it outside of combat, so the initiative doesn't matter on it at all. Flurry of Blades was fast, but Flintlock is a really nice ranged card. Attack 5, range 2 with Pierce 2, but it's at 51. So you really like that Dance of the Daggers for your Flintlock, your Swift Bow, just to guarantee that those are going fast and not slow. And Serrated Arrow. Yeah, advantage is good. You would always rather attack with advantage than not. It's just that, I don't know, 70% of the time, advantage isn't going to change what you draw, because it's just going to be +1/+1. Probably not 70% of the time. Anyway, Spring the Trap. This action may be performed while you are stunned. Remove all negative conditions you have and heal 5 self. Okay. Oh, yeah, 5 attacks at advantage. Yeah, to be able to do that at 3 instead. Yeah, really good. I like this ability. I love being able to do something while you're stunned and remove your negative conditions. Very situationally good. And a heal 5 self, which we definitely could have used. Or definitely needed. On the bottom, designate one adjacent trap. Move 5 jump. Relocate the designated trap to an adjacent featureless hex. If that hex is occupied by an enemy, spring the trap on that enemy and gain. So good. So good. Take a trap, move it anywhere, basically, and spring it on a monster. Yeah. Really good if there ever are any traps on the map. If there aren't, it's still a heal 5 self. And you can use it to get rid of immobilizes that happen at an inopportune time. So yeah, like, you go in on a turn and things go poorly and you get immobilized from something. Maybe you thought like a summon was going to tank for you, but then the summon got crit and died, and then you get immobilized. And now Spring the Trap can help you get out. Because it's 13. So you play it, you heal yourself, you get ready to immobilize, and boom. It also allows you... Yeah. Okay, so here's what I really like about this. When you have this card in your hand, and you see that the monsters have drawn a really scary card, like a disarm or an immobilize or a stun, you can purposely go in and tank the entire round for your team, because those cards that have scarier effects on them generally are dealing less damage. And so it'll be easier for you to tank, and then you don't have to worry about the negative condition that you're taking. You can get rid of it next turn and get out. So I do really like this card, and this is giving us a brand new tool that we didn't have access to before, and the bottom's really good with any traps. So I like it. Stiletto Storm, attack 2, target 2, range 3. Non-loss. If all the targets of the attack ability were adjacent to none of their allies, perform attack 2, target 2, range 3. The baby has woken up and is crying, so... I may just call it right here. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go. There were only 4 cards left, and I'm getting too tired to try to combine what they all do in my head. But we'll finish this up tomorrow or the next day. Whichever one. Have a good night, everybody.